Have you ever thought why you want to join the communication school?
I wanted to do PR lah, and then in the end I didn't do well during my junior years for some of the PR modules. I think I got like a B-, everyone got an A+, then I realized I cannot jialat. So I thought of journalism since I did well in the news writing course, and then my friend managed to convince me that journalism changed the mind, so I decided that I try.
Me always wanted to be a journalist like my father Last time he always, cause we had to write weekly journal entries, then he always edit my stories, so every week like it's like a news conference like that, and sit down next to him and he'll edit line by line. Kind of feels like a reporter-editor relationship, right? Not father-son relationship, right? Then how will you continue? What are you going to join in the future now that you're going to graduate?
I don't know whether I will still be in journalism, because I would definitely love to document the society and the people around me, but my works might not be featured in the mass media. So if that's not the case, I don't know whether you call that journalism. But to be a documentary photographer, I think that is what I really want to do.
I hate that question. I struggle with it all the time Like, there was a period of time in year 2 I was like, shit, I had enough of journalism, man. Like, I'm gonna go PR. But then somehow I didn't. I didn't end up in PR. I don't know why. But I guess I couldn't make myself go to the dark side PR. I like to think that I care too much for my writing. That's why I have this kind of dilemma all the time. But maybe the problem is just not daring to bite the bullet Like to make a stand and say I'm going to go all the way, and if the disappointments come, I just have to live with it
I think I have a love-hate relationship with journalism, and until the day that I decided that I really hate it so much, I think journalism will always be in my mind. I will want to try it, but right now I think I'm a little bit apprehensive.
I don't think any of us want to join Straits Times because of all the horror stories we've heard. But I think joining Straits Times will be a good environment for us to learn and to develop our skills as in the basic level. And I mean, for a few years before you go out and work as a freelancer, you still need experience and you still need a context.
Okay, so now we know that what we don't want to do or what we want to do. But the fact is, we've all studied for 4 years in journ. So do you all think you are ready for journalism?
What is considered ready? Is it to have a legitimate education? Is it to have a wide array of new media skills? For me, I think journalism is a kind of job that requires you only start growing when you are into it. So I guess you can really say you are ready only when you are at the job for at least a few years.
I'm sure there's something about journalism that keeps you all in it, right? What is it that you are? I mean, what is it that that keeps you all going? I mean, for me, it's really like knowing that what I write and what I report, right, can inform people, and I mean, I hope it can empower others to in their daily lives, It could be simple decisions like what to buy. In the political systems, they can make the right choices to make sure we all have good lives.
For me, I think I'm a story junkie. I think journalism is all about stories. So what makes me stay is the stories, and I want to get new stories as well as read new stories and be able to show these stories to other people.
Writing a new article from researching, interviewing, brainstorming, writing, and then reading the article is like, to be a little bit more philosophical, it's like living life over and over again. Like if you have a chance, if you don't do well for this article, you can start over again. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I think I like about it.
I hope that by pursuing in this line of direction, I can actually give honest documentation that might have an effect on change on society in some way. I don't know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I don't know how to answer this question. I guess I might have the real answer only 10 years down the road, So my short answer is I haven't got a real answer for this yet. I only know that I enjoy doing it, so why not do it now and do it good?
Aren't you afraid that whatever you do becomes very self-indulgent? Like when you start forgetting that like when you start writing stories and you know that you enjoy it, but you don't know whether other people enjoy it. I mean, that's my greatest fear in this line, you know, like some stories really excite me, but then when I tell people like Sheere, she'll be like, nothing what, very ordinary what, you know, that kind of like.
Yeah, we get it all the time.
She does that to me all the time. It's very irritating, I tell you. But I think there's some truth in it, you know. Sometimes your readers don't.
What matters to you doesn't matter to the public or the people you want to, the message you reach out to.
Yeah, journalism has that public aspect to it, you know. You have to write such that you have to write things that your readers care about.
I think my greatest fear is to go through the motion of every time I start writing an article, I really feel that I stuck, and then I will lose appetite, and I would reconsider myself as a writer. Am I really up for it or not? But then again, it shows that I really care.
I don't think I'm ready to answer that yet. Can you switch to someone else first?
I'm not really. Answer that.
Can I say that if I really become a journalist, I mean a traditional photojournalist in the future, then my greatest fear would be that I'll end up working for an organization instead of for the society.
Why?
Because if you work for an organization, you produce content that makes the organization grow and not necessarily makes the society develop.
True, like what Kang Li said, I think my greatest fear would be to lose control of the story that I have. Like sometimes, like in news agencies, maybe the story that you found isn't yours anymore. Is being taken over by the editors, by newspapers, by the newsroom, by the sub-editors. So I think my greatest fear would be to lose that sense of control I have over the voices that I want to speak out in my stories.
There's one more question. You need to talk about all those fears that we have. What is the thing about journalism that keeps you going?
Passion. What passion lah? Passion is such an overused word.
Yes.
So cliche.
That's why I said it. It's overused, but I think without it you can't survive. You look at the people we've interviewed so far, like Delmon and Belgi. Although they both start with B, but they are what they have is passion.
They have passion, right?
They have passion.
Ask me what is the greatest thing.
Don't ask.
Please ask me. Just ask.
What is the greatest thing that
Not the pain! Yeah.
But without being paid, you can't survive. I think this is one of the things that I have to consider also lah.